Yeah, so welcome to Chronically Single Podcast Episode 1. We're here with Will and Dan, and this is the official video series of it. We're talking about singleness and how to deal with it.
How we've been able to thrive through our singleness journeys.
Yeah. So Will's been single for about 5 years now. Will, how do you view singleness?
Yeah, I'm really proud of my singleness. I think yeah, I had it coming for quite a while. I feel like I've really felt the effect that I have on girls, and yeah, I'm really really good to be single, like
like
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it must have been hard choosing to be single when there were just so many people and girls like just kind of wanting to be in a relationship with you. Did you have any like strategies on kind of avoiding a relationship despite huge influx of interest? It's kind of like a flood. How do you keep your house from flooding?
Yeah, I think a lot of people struggle with this actually. But I found that it's really easy because they actually
okay. So there is just a selfie.
Oh, it's a selfie. It's going that
way. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, so when I try to approach them in the playground, they disperse. So it's actually not that hard to be single. Yeah,
what kind of age people were you approaching at the playground over the past 5 years?
This was back when I was in grade 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't realize we started so early.
Yeah. I'm trying to give my whole life story because this journey has been a really long one for me.
Of singleness, yeah.
Yeah. It's been quite a ride, Yeah. I love being single, And I've heard you've had really big experiences, right? With singleness.
Yeah, being single. Actually, probably one of my favorite things to kind of do is just be single. Some people have hobbies.
Oh yeah.
Playing badminton or going running. I kind of my hobbies mainly just being single.
And your whole personality as well, right?
Yeah. It is hard not being in a relationship sometimes, but then you just kind of remember that actually, being in a relationship is just not as good as being single. Yeah, so I think that was probably my top tip for being single is kind of, just not talking to people.
Oh yeah. I think that really helped me as well. I feel like I wouldn't be where I'm at if I wasn't single. It's not easy having 1.6 million mastery on Ari on League of Legends.
Yeah, right.
And that's definitely something I can attribute to my singleness.
Yeah, how could you grind out that, all of those, mastery level 7 champions on League of Legends when you're in a relationship? That's just distracting you from, what's really important.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really... yeah, I feel like there's so many things you can do when you're single
that you can't do when you're in a relationship.
Yeah, exactly. I think you've certainly experienced a lot of those things as well.
Yeah, probably one of my favorite times, actually, now that you mention it, was kind of Valentine's Day. I think the Valentine's Day, just being single is really liberating, actually. Just kind of looking at other couples, enjoying their time together and just, not having to pay for flowers. It's a big, there's a big financial investment put into dating, which you can just kind of circumvent and, kind of put into, your League of Legends account instead, which I think really pays off because, at the end of the day, you can kind of sell a League of Legends account at some point, or, you kind of get respect. Well, no one really respects you for buying flowers for your girlfriend.
Exactly.
Or boyfriend, yeah.
I feel like all the boys respect me so much. Yeah, and I feel like the way that girls look at me, yeah, definitely, they've stopped looking at me, so I think that's definitely helped.
Yeah, oh, so you good?
Yeah, it's so good, I don't have to worry about the attention, so I'm definitely less stressed about, all those things.
I feel like, actually one thing that you know, you were kind of mentioning, which I really wanted to dive deeper into, is how do you kind of get girls to say "ew" when they look at you? You know, like.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. It started since like grade 4.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's unpack that. What is that? What happened in grade 4?
Yeah, so there was this girl that I liked, and
What was her name?
yeah, and then she used to like me,
Right.
and she started saying ew all the time, and I was like, oh, and I was like, damn, and I was like, kind of sad, and
Wait, she liked you, but then she said "ew" about you, and you were sad about that.
I know. I think I just naturally,
She kind of liked the "ew."
yeah,
Like drawn by disgust, as they say. That could be the title of our podcast episode today.
drawn by disgust. I really like that one actually. I feel like it really relates to me.
Yeah. I think like I can really, that really resonates with me personally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you have something similar with Amy Bellew?
Yeah, well, you know, there was kind of a situation where I had a crush on a girl in primary school, and then you know, I think that, yeah, but like I was really intentional in just staying single that whole time, and so, you know, I think that I you know, decided to kind of play the violin.
Oh,
rather than like
the violin.
Yeah, rather than like exercising or like focusing on like my career or looking into investments like property. You know, like imagine if I'd spent that time instead like telling my parents to invest in property, like we would actually have money then, and then like that would have, I guess, kind of really changed the whole outlook on, you know, like our dating lives, and especially like in grade 4.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, that's been that should be a massive wake-up call, right? Like singleness is the way, you know. If you had your single limbs back then, you would have known to buy a house. And I feel like, yeah, too many of us are like yeah, delusional about these relationships.
Delulu, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, look, what would you say to someone who... Sorry. What would you say to someone who's really, you know, been in a relationship, kind of like a repeat offender? Someone who's just like really looking for a relationship, but who knows deep down that they should be thinking about being single. What would you say to them?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I guess first you definitely should break up. Definitely over text, I feel, is the most appropriate. Especially when you don't give them a reason, and they're left wondering why you're breaking up with them.
That way she'll like talk to her friends about it, right? And then other people won't even think about dating you as well.
Yeah, and it's really good as well, because then she's the one that blocks you or unfriends you.
Yeah, right.
So you don't have to go through all that process.
Yeah, like take like blocking and all these things, that could take 30 minutes. That's like one game of League of Legends. That's potential between, you know, like 25 LP and 50 LP.
Lost, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. And I think definitely start investing in a League of Legends account. I think that definitely boosted my singleness career.
Like you don't really have time to even consider girls when you kind of, you know, like you can just buy a skin of, you know, a female character in the game, and that kind of, it's kind of like almost honestly kind of even better, because, you know, there's a bit more you know, it keeps you grounded.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just like, you know, that JPEG file isn't gonna like let you down at all. I feel like I've really bonded with this JPEG picture that shows up every time I play the game. It's been worth every $500 I've spent on it. It's yeah, I think that's definitely a huge step in my singleness journey. Yeah, for sure.
That's really good. I think that I think there's probably just some people out there who really need to, you know, probably just take some time. This is one of those podcasts where, you know, you can listen to some podcasts at 2 times speed, but I think that for any listener who's really attentive, you probably should actually go back, listen over that a few times, you know, take some notes, listen to it, you know, maybe even 0.75, just so you can really digest. Yeah, what's being like said, and just the whole focus on singleness. Yeah, and while we're at it, you know, I think a nice way to kind of finish just for the whole day is, are there any, like, I guess, you know, a lot of people have forgotten about the fact that, you know, when you're single, you can actually kind of start a SoundCloud rap account, and that's been something which I really feel like
a really new angle that's been really popping off. Like,
yeah, I think that you know, this kind of, it can really add to your LinkedIn resume having, you know, multiple hundred listens on any kind of SoundCloud file that you're uploading. And so that's, do you have any like topics that you think, I think you were telling me like that there were a few names that you'd kind of thought of for potential future songs that you might do.
I was thinking of
Single Sunday.
For my rap name, I was definitely
can you guys shut up? We're trying to record a podcast. Oh crap, sorry. Oh my gosh, I just jumped. Sorry, we're experiencing technical difficulties. We might need to
For my rap name, I was definitely thinking of Lil Yang.
Lil Yang, yeah.
Lil Yang, or
mine was Done Deal.
Done Deal.
Yeah.
How about vote 1 for Done?
Yeah, vote 1 for Done. And I think that one of my top songs that, you know, I was really thinking about in terms of just kind of focusing on singleness is that, you know, I think the song, I'm kind of working on this name right now, but 1.7 million Ari points.
Oh,
I think that was just the whole name, like mastery points for Ari.
That's a special one. Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking of a few of the songs as well that I was planning on doing. I was thinking of where's my foreskin?
Yeah. I think
you can relate to that one actually.
Yeah. That's well, I mean, you know, like if you ever do happen to get circumcised, you know, you might wake up one day and think, what happened? And you know, that kind of is a journey that you will get to explore. It's a journey of self-discovery rather than forced discovery. And I think that that's really what I guess that's what we really want people to take away, is that there's so much joy to be found in self-discovery, and that can really only be done in singleness.
Yeah. And
anyway, that was not what I was, anyway, this is probably just gonna have to hold, like, that whole bit might just have to be beeped out, just for, you know, because we want people to kind of focus on singleness. Well, this has been, what's the name of our podcast? Was it Consistently Single? No, something like that. What was it?
Work in progress.
No. What was it? It was like something like Forever Single.
Two Tasty Buds, I think.
Don't think it was that one. I think. Anyway, well, this has been Stay Single with your hosts Dan
and Will,
and we'll see you guys next time. Stay single till then.
Stay single, guys.